Hi, I'm Holly Bell. I bet you can't wait to get cooking with your new Pressure King Pro. So let's take a look at just how easy it is to use. First of all, remember the PKP is not an old-fashioned pressure cooker. It's a digital pressure cooker. It's been specially designed to be easy and safe to use. Its automatic pressure release feature controls the pressure, while the automatic cut-off function ensures the PKP will never overheat. These features and many more have been designed to give you complete peace of mind while using your PKP. And to make it extra easy to use, there's no guesswork. It comes pre-programmed with 8 touch-of-a-button cooking functions, all with preset cooking times, so you just press it and forget it. Simply choose your desired function and the display will show the time. So if you fancy a delicious home-cooked fish dish, simply press the fish function. It's preset to 8 minutes. There are also functions for stew, soup, rice, browning meat, pasta and slow cook. You'll notice in the manual that the browning and meat button works differently depending on whether the lid is on or not. We'll talk about that in a minute. Take a look at your manual for details of cooking times for each function. It's possible to change the time if you want to, but we'll look at that later. Now, let's get started. When you first plug in your Pressure King Pro, the LED control panel will light up and the display will show 4 8s. After a few seconds, the display will change to 4 0s, and if the lid is correctly aligned, the lights will switch off. If you don't have the lid on or it's not lined up properly, the dual browning meat function will flash, but all the other lights will switch off. This is another safety feature, ensuring that your PKP will not start to build pressure unless the lid is positioned correctly. With the lid off, the browning function is the only active function. All the pressure cook functions will only work when the lid is securely in place. To put the lid on properly, line up the arrows on the lid and the unit and twist the lid anti-clockwise until it locks into place and both parts of the front panel line up. It's that easy. All the lights on the front panel will go off and the pressure modes are now ready to use. Ready to get started? To get the lid off, turn it clockwise as far as it can go and lift off. Make sure your inner pot is in position and add your ingredients. I know this is spelling out the obvious, but you never know, your other half might try to use the PKP when you're not around. If you want to fry anything off before you start cooking, now's the time. Simply press the browning button and your PKP will heat up, allowing you to use it just like your normal frying pan. The display will show UNLC, which stands for unlock, and will start counting down from 3 minutes. This is the only function you can use with the lid off. Once you've finished browning, press cancel. If you need a little more time, simply press cancel and then press browning again. Before you start any pressure cooking functions, always make sure you've added enough liquid to the pot. It doesn't have to be water, you can use wine, cider, even chopped tomatoes will contain enough liquid to work. Once all your ingredients are in the pot, replace the lid and lock it securely in place. Remember, the display will show 4 0s and all the lights will switch off. This means all the function buttons are active and the browning meat function will default to the meat setting. Now, turn the pressure release valve to the closed position, ensuring the circular close symbol lines up with the arrow. Don't worry, it's designed to be loose, that's another safety feature. You can now select whichever cooking function you like. If you'd like to change the cooking time, now's your chance. Once you've pressed the button of your choice, the display will flash for 5 seconds. During this time, you can adjust the time by 1-minute intervals by pressing the plus and minus buttons. If you're using the slow cook function, the time is adjusted by 30-minute intervals instead. Once everything is set, the PKP does the rest. You'll see 2 0s rotating in the display while your PKP builds up to pressure. As soon as it does, this little float valve here will pop up and the time will begin to count down. If you've selected the function but then accidentally knocked the lid out of alignment, it simply will not heat up. This is another of the PKP's safety features. It's a smart cooker. It knows if something's wrong. The display will flash with the word lid and the PKP will beep at you to let you know it's not set up correctly. Until you properly line the lid up, it won't start the cooking process. When the lid is back in place, the display will say on and only then will it start to build pressure. When it's finished, the Pressure King Pro will beep to let you know your food's ready and will automatically switch into keep warm mode so your food stays hot and perfectly cooked for up to 24 hours. You'll see this on the screen. To switch off the keep warm function, just press cancel. Now, let's get to that delicious home-cooked goodness. To open up your PKP, you need to release the pressure. You simply cannot open it while there's any pressure inside the pot, so don't try to remove the lid yet. Take some oven gloves or tongs or even the special PKP heat protecting silicone mitt, which is available separately, and turn the pressure release valve to the open position. The valve will lift up slightly and steam will be released. Once it's finished releasing steam, the float valve will drop back down. Don't try to open your PKP until it has. Then twist the lid clockwise and remove slowly. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now you're ready to use your PKP to make incredible meals infused with slow-cooked tenderness and taste in fast food time.